It's time for the 5-Minute Brand. Quick and dirty tips for creating a killer personal brand. This is not about logos and designs. This is about telling your story in a way that captures the attention of the people who are already looking for you. This is branding from the inside out. Here's your host, Robyn Sales.
As you go forth and take this knowledge and put it into practice and apply it to your brand messaging and your sales content and your social media and any other content that you're going to put out into the world on behalf of you and your brand, I want you to remember something very important. And that is that you are not the hero. It may be your brand story, but the most effective stories are centered around the client, your target audience. They are the hero. It will help you to think of this in terms of a classic hero's journey. So the hero's journey is a storytelling framework. You see it in books, you see it in movies, and the hero's journey is going to take a normal person and turn them into a hero by sending them on an epic adventure or an epic quest. It follows a few key stages. We start by meeting the hero in their ordinary world. The hero then crosses the threshold into a new world, and it's filled with danger and it's filled with excitement. Along the way, they have to face challenges and they have to overcome obstacles. And to help them, they will meet allies and they will have mentors. But they'll also encounter enemies who are trying to stop them from reaching their goal and completing their quest. At some point, when the hero is about to give up, they are going to enter their innermost cave, which could be physical, could be mental, but that's where the hero is going to face their biggest challenge, themselves. And when they overcome that challenge, they're going to transform. They're going to gain this new knowledge, this new insight, these new skills, and they're going to take that into the final battle where they are victorious, they complete their quest, and they return home as a changed person to the benefit of their entire community. That is the classic structure of the hero's journey. One of the most recognizable examples of this is Star Wars. It's an easy example to use because it's become so infused in our pop culture that even if you've never seen the movies, if you don't consider yourself a fan, you still know enough about who's who that these roles make sense. If we take Star Wars classic hero's journey and we apply it to you and your brand, that means that your client is Luke Skywalker. Your client is Luke Skywalker, who has to go off on this quest and overcome these challenges and meet his mentors so that he can defeat Darth Vader and the Empire. So if your client is Luke Skywalker, you and your brand are one of those mentors along the path. That makes you Obi-Wan Kenobi. That makes you Yoda. And your brand provides the skills and training and tools that your client needs to complete that epic quest. Conversely, your client could be Darth Vader, and that makes you Emperor Palpatine. And you want him to achieve his full potential in the dark side of the Force so that he can conquer the rebels and build his glorious empire, right? Whether you're working for the light or for the dark, you're not the hero. You're not Luke Skywalker. You're not Darth Vader. You are the mentors, the Palpatines, the Yodas, the Obi-Wan Kenobis, the people who help the hero complete their quest. So if you understand this, if you embody this, and you write brand messaging with that in mind, from the perspective of being the mentor, it's going to increase that potential for your ideal client, the hero, to make an emotional connection to you and your brand. If you are helping the hero complete their quest, they're going to be forever grateful. They are going to hold you on high as the person who gave them what they needed so that they could transform their community. And how much do you think they're going to shout from the rooftops how much you were able to help them? treating your audience, treating your clients like the hero of their own story and giving them the critical things that they need to complete their quest is going to make the difference between someone who's just willing to recommend your brand and someone who cannot stop themselves, who feels compelled to recommend you and your brand because you helped them complete their quest. I want you to spend some time thinking about what epic quest is your ideal client on and how does your brand help them beat the final boss.
It is unavoidable. It is your destiny.
Please hold for a very important message.
The 5-Minute Brand is brought to you by Launching Your Success, not your average training because you're not average. Check out our innovative personal branding programs at launchingyoursuccess.com/brand. Notes from this episode and more can be found at 5minutebrand.com.